Yo, so guys, welcome back to another reaction to another soccer reaction, I guess, and it's to the big game. It's Canada versus the US. Before I get into this, I don't want people like thinking I feel like I know better than anyone with these reactions. I feel like there's a few people who think I do these reactions and I say stuff when I maybe I'm acting like I feel like I know more. This isn't the case at all. I don't want that to come across like that at all. I just sort of love learning because I get at the same time, whilst I know quite a lot about this sport, I'm also learning about a different area, a different sort of part, a different area of the world. Because I don't know much about North American football or soccer. I'm going to interchange how I say it. I'm going to say football. If you hate me, I'm sorry. But yeah, I just do these reactions and these sorts of videos because I enjoy talking about it. It's like I'm having a conversation with people. Who knows what it will lead to? Obviously, the quality isn't great right now. I know I just sort of ramble and go on sort of tangents that aren't really like related, and it's just sort of like, why are you talking about this? But that's just what it's like right now. If this sort of continues and I can sort of go into other topics and stuff, I will love that. And with that, better sort of quality videos will come out, etc. More sort of studied. But for now, I'm just doing it the way I do at this current time because it's just enjoyable. And with this game, bloody hell, man, Canada. I haven't actually like seen any of the highlights. I think I saw. No, I definitely saw when Canada went one up. I sort of looked on Twitter and I saw it was everywhere. And I was like, what? I sort of guessed it would be a draw, but I was sort of leaning towards the US winning. Because Canada are missing their best player and they're probably their best midfielder as well. Who's just moved to Porto, which is absolutely insane. Like, he's doing bits right now. And the fact that he's like Canada's midfielder. Did he play? I don't think he did he? No, he didn't. He's here. This guy, man, playing for Porto. Madness, bro. I can't lie. That's a promising thing. You've got... Oh, what's happened here? You've got a whole squad being built. Why is it going? I want to look at the stats though, because for God's sake, man. Why is it doing this? Okay, there we go. I guess so when they went 1-0 up, obviously I heard it was quite a... It wasn't the most beautiful goal, it wasn't tiki-taka Pep Guardiola days, but it was like that bit of luck that you need, and Canada seem to have that luck and that sort of determination that they just sort of can get results. And I guess the second goal was like counter-attack because it was literally in the last second. You look at the game, obviously the US dominates possession, which is probably to be expected. Have more shots and stuff. And I guess Canada countered right at the end and sort of played to the best of their abilities. And they really are just seeming to grind out results. They're still unbeaten. They actually played a 4-back, which is quite interesting. I swear they played... Did they play a 5-back the previous game? Maybe not. Or did they usually play a 5-back? They did. Fair enough. So they changed it up and it actually worked. And I saw a lot of people not liking the US manager. Made a few bad decisions. A lot of people not liking the fact that Zardes is still playing. And just stuff like that. Pepe should be playing, to be fair, man. But I still look at this team and I'm just... Like, it's a crazy result. And obviously the table now is saying... Well, Canada, I'll be honest, I think Canada are through. Panama... Oh, Panama are there. US, Mexico and Panama will be fighting for that. I still think the US and Mexico will both go through. But it's interesting. But Canada, man, I thought a draw would be good. They got a bloody win. And we're going to see the highlights now. I'm going to have the sound off because I think that's better to avoid it getting blocked. But, yeah, we're just going to check it out. So you got Matt Turner. Is it Matt Turner? You got Turner. I forget his first name. Oi! Bro, I was told this wasn't a good goal. I swear I was told it's like deflections and stuff. This was a fucking insane goal. Have you seen his link-up play? So you got Hutchinson winning it. Oh, stop it, bro. That's a golazo, man. No, that's a banger. I was not expecting that at all. From what I saw, I thought it was like a counter-attacking mess of goal. Boy, look at this play. Yo, come on. That is disgusting. Okay, that's a naughty little goal, man. I'm going to skip over because I'm scared it's going to get blocked. But that's an absolute screamer. Look at this save, man. This Boyan guy's on crud. Second game in a row, he's making these monster saves. De Gea 2015 seasons, man. Getting those kind of vibes. And right at the end, just juggled with the ball. Yo, this is Stoke, man. This is what I love to see. Good old Stoke days. He's done bits there. Oh, you dirty boy. You dirty little boy. He's absolutely pinged that. Yeah, he's done bits. Defenders should do better, but he's done bits, man. And the finish just is the icing on top of the cake. Yeah, man. Okay. Well, that first goal was unexpected. I was not expecting it to be that nice to see, that satisfying to watch. Obviously, I know this doesn't show anywhere near as many sort of things that I should know about the game. I might do a full reaction of the highlights on my Patreon because it will get blocked. I don't know yet. But man, Canada. Yo, Canadians must be gassed. Obviously, people from the US. I don't know how you're feeling. What are your thoughts on this? I know people are really hating the manager right now. What do you sort of think about the future? Do you reckon you should try and go on without him? Do you reckon you're sort of stuck with him until the World Cup and then see where you go from there? Because it's quite a big loss. I heard that Canada sort of picked... They're being very smart. I feel like they're picking colder places, and I love what they're doing, man. I don't know if this is right. I might be wrong with this, but they're picking the colder cities, so it's harder for the opposition teams to sort of face and experience. And if that's true, I love that, man. They've just got the absolute shithousery, and that's what you need, man. You need that sort of it's smart, the dark arts of the game to sort of try and give yourself a bit more of an advantage. Bro, I tell you what, I'm excited. I really want to see Canada in the World Cup. Obviously, the US, for me, it's still a given. And for Canada now, it's a given. But for me, the US is still a given because they'll get it. I know people will be frustrated, but they're going to get it with their team, 100%, and they're missing a few key players as well. But in terms of tactically, I thought Canada just has got every team on lock right now. In the qualifiers, they just seem... Well, again, they're unbeaten. They've conceded 5 and 10. Their goalie's doing bits, making these crazy-ass saves. And, I mean, it's just exciting. But, I mean, I don't know what else I could go into. In terms of the US, I'm from Norwich, so I watched Norwich quite a lot. I'm not a Norwich City fan because my family aren't into the sport at all, other than my brother, who was a Manchester United fan. And if you know the news recently, not a great team to support right now. I'm actually quite gutted, to be honest, about a certain player, bro. My heart is broken. He's an evil guy, and I'm just lost. I've supported this guy who's this absolute monster. But yeah, so I watched Norwich City a lot, and their recent game, bro. Josh Sargent. I know he struggled recently for in the Premier League, but surely he's better than players like Zardes in terms of technically playing. Surely he should be starting ahead of players like Zardes and stuff. I don't know too much about Zardes. I know he's a physically positive player. He's good physically and he's quite fast. But yeah, what are people's thoughts on that? Would you prefer players like Sargent, who aren't necessarily performing as well? Well, maybe not as well, but they're not performing to how good they are, but they're still playing at a higher level. And I mean, I feel like the selection was made before the game where Sargent scored 2, but still, man, I just feel like Zardes out of everyone. You've got flipping... What's his name? So you've got Sargent, of course. I can't remember his name. There've been young stars just went to Augsburg. I've just had a brain fart. You've obviously got Pepe, that's the guy. Ferreira, who I saw last game. And there's a lot of other players, of course, but these are the players on the tip of my tongue. All of them should be ahead. Obviously, you got flipping... Who's the one who just signed for West Brom? The absolute beast guy. Daryl Dyke. It's interesting how Zardes is the guy. He is just that guy who plays. He's 30 now. He's not really got any room for improvement. And this is nothing against Zardes, but I can see sort of where the frustration would come from. 68 games. But I mean, yeah, let me know your thoughts. I mean, again, these videos are quite a mess, but I enjoy doing them. Let me know sort of how I can plan it in future, what sort of stuff you want to see. And again, please don't hate me for doing these videos. I just enjoy talking about this sport. It's just something I love doing. And for the people who do enjoy it, I'm going to keep it up. And for the people who don't, you just don't have to watch. And if you do continue watching, I'll try and make it better for the future. But yeah, until next time, subscribe. Peace.